Yes, well, welcome to Manchester. My name's Chris Randell and I'm College Principal here at Abbey College, Manchester. This is my 7th year here in Abbey College and my 4th year as Principal. I joined from another boarding college, international boarding college in the south of the UK. I've been in education now for 25 years. My background, I was originally a French and Spanish teacher. I've lived abroad, so working in an international boarding school, it kind of makes sense because I understand what the youngsters are going through, being such a long way away from home, from family, and in a new culture. Because of our international mix, because of the various different courses we have, the location, so we offer IGCSE courses, GCSE courses, A-level international foundation program. We've got a football program and a tennis and a cycling program that run alongside the academics. Manchester, it's a fantastic city. It's a very small city. It's a cosmopolitan city. So in the college, we have students from 27, 28 different nationalities. And again, lots of the students come to us because they want to go to Manchester University, Manchester Metropolitan University, or one of the other northern universities. So we've got good links with all of those universities. And from a price point, we're a lot less expensive than some of our competitors and some of our sister colleges as well. We have about 30 to 35% of our students are domestic as they come from Manchester and kind of all around the northwest. Then our top 3 nationalities over the last few years have been Iran, Hong Kong and China in varying numbers each year. But so UK, Iran, Hong Kong and China are our top 4, and this year they make up about 60% of the student population, and the other 40% is made up of students from 23 different nationalities. It's really cosmopolitan, and again, everybody's in class together, everybody works together, everybody studies together in the boarding house. We've got students from all of those different nationalities as well, so everybody's kind of all together. There's no split. So maximum 12. The classrooms are really small. The classrooms are really small. We can't fit more than 12. And again, from a support point of view, from a teaching point of view, from a learning point of view, it's absolutely fabulous. The science labs, for example, everybody's sitting directly in front of the teachers, so teachers can put in the support as and where required. Obviously, lots of our students are working in language 2, so it's not necessarily as straightforward as working in language 1. So again, the teachers can see straight away if students have understood something, if they've not understood something, they've got the questions. So yeah, maximum class size is 12, and average class size I think is about 8. Depending on the course, depending on the year, depending on the subject, which just means the students can get lots and lots of support from the teachers as and when they need it, and they get lots of feedback from the teachers, which is really great. So the progress the students make with us is fantastic, not only academically but also pastorally. Being in such a small setting, the pastoral support for the students is absolutely second to none. So we have the sports programs, so we have football, cycling and tennis programs which run alongside the academic studies. Then also on a Wednesday afternoon we have enrichment, and enrichment varies from multi-sport to knitting, board games to debating, social media through to running, walking, an awful lot of clubs. Some of them student-led, some of them are teacher-led. And again, sometimes students, so we've got one girl who's just joined us in year 12, she wants to be a vet. She goes and does vet. She goes to a vet on a Wednesday afternoon. That's absolutely fine. So boarding, we have a boarding house not here where this building is. It's about a 7-minute walk over in the northern quarter in a building called Clydesdale House. There's a maximum, I think, of 72 boarders, and we have the boarding staff live with them. There's activities going on every evening, activities at weekends. We have a cook, we provide all the meals. The cook is absolutely fantastic. She's been with us for about a year now. And again, she will develop the menu based on the students' taste, based on their feedback. If they particularly want something, she'll try and make it for them. I think once a week we do vegetarian, because it's a really important message to send out to the students that it's good to be vegetarian sometimes. And the boarding is great because again, the boarders come from all these different nationalities. They live together. It's a real home from home. The head of boarding has been in place for just over a year. His wife also lives there with him. She's the day manager, so it's a real family feeling. Mark, one of my assistant principals, looks after boarding. He's often there. So it's a real family feel in Clydesdale House. We also have home stays. So some of our students don't live in boarding. They live with Mancunian families all around Greater Manchester. And again, they have a great time because their English really improves. We had 2 boys from Kazakhstan who stayed with their host families for 4 years. So when they were old enough to move into boarding, they chose not to. They chose to stay living in their family. So, and again, it's a different way of living, of experiencing kind of the culture here in the UK. They sometimes go on holiday with their host families. They really become an integral part of the family. So our average is about 200. So we're a lot smaller than the other two colleges, which again means we can provide lots of individual support. So lots of our students are on the foundation course. We have the strongest IFP in the group. The results last year were absolutely fantastic, and I think 60 to 70% of our students from the IFP went to Russell Group universities, which we're very proud of. There's a fantastic medical preparation course, and we got 100% of our medical students got into medicine last year, which we're really proud of. So the minimum IELTS requirement depends on the course. So for GCSE, if it's a 2-year GCSE, I think it's 4. If it's a 1-year GCSE, it's 4.5. For A-levels, it's 5.5. And for the foundation, I think it's 5. And obviously for the foundation programme, students would need to have the UK VI IELTS to get the visa. All students who require IELTS have IELTS on their timetable. It's an integral part of their timetable. So students might have 3 A-levels plus IELTS, they might have 4 A-levels plus IELTS. All of the GCSE students who don't have English as a first language have academic English and or IELTS support. So yeah, it's a huge department within the college. And it's an integral part for all students who require it. And again, students, when they get to year 13, they're encouraged to do their IELTS exam when they're ready. We're not going to say to them, yeah, you have to wait until May. If they're ready in kind of November, December time, do the IELTS exam so you've got less on your time, so you have more time to focus on those academic studies, because obviously the goal is to get to university. We do, so we have an external provider who supports students with their Oxford preparation. This year I think we've got 4 students who are doing that, so hopefully they will all get interviews and fingers crossed they'll get offers, and they will certainly get the grades they need. But yeah, and I forget the name of the company, but we have all of our year 12 students are in a class called Success in the Sixth Form, and they're identified through that if they think they want to apply to Oxbridge, and then Nigel, who's one of my assistant principals, kind of organises the Oxbridge preparation courses for them. Manchester, obviously, it's a very vibrant city. It's got 3 huge universities. It's a very young city, very cosmopolitan. Great art scene, music scene, football scene. Obviously, the greatest team on the planet, Manchester City, and another team who wear red, Manchester United, but we don't talk about them. And no, it's a really good for sport. Really good universities. So come and see us soon.